Marcus Aurelius Macrinus was born way back in 165 AD. The Roman Empire was huge back then, stretching all the way from North Africa to Britain. Macrinus was born in Caesarea, which is now Churchill, Algeria. His family wasn't rich or famous, but they were smart. They knew that education was important, so they made sure he became a lawyer. That was a good job in the Roman Empire. This decision changed his life forever. Macrinus left his home and travelled to Rome, the capital of the empire. Rome was a busy and exciting place, full of different people and cultures. Macrinus learned a lot about law there. He worked hard and became a really good lawyer. The emperor, Septimius Severus, noticed how smart he was, and that was a big deal. This meeting was important for Macrinus. It opened up lots of opportunities for him to work for the emperor. Macrinus was a great lawyer, and he got promoted a lot. He had different jobs, like managing a big road called the Via Flaminia. This road was super important for trade and travel. He also worked with the empire's money, which was a big responsibility. Macrinus was known for being honest and following the rules. Some people thought he was too strict, but he was fair. This made him a good leader, especially during a time when things were unpredictable in the Roman Empire. Because he was so good at his job, he became the Praetorian prefect. That meant he was in charge of the Praetorian Guard, the emperor's bodyguards. They were very powerful. The emperor at this time was Caracalla, Septimius Severus's son. Caracalla wasn't very nice. He was mean and didn't trust anyone. He was even suspicious of Macrinus. This was a dangerous situation for Macrinus. In 217 AD, the Roman army went to war against the Parthians. Caracalla wanted to be like Alexander the Great, a famous general. Macrinus went with him. Some people said that Macrinus was destined to become emperor, but Caracalla didn't like that. He was already suspicious of Macrinus, and now he thought Macrinus wanted to overthrow him. One day, while they were traveling, Caracalla was murdered. It happened while he was going to the bathroom. A soldier killed him. No one knows for sure who told the soldier to do it. After the murder, things were very confusing. Macrinus acted quickly. He took control of the army and became the new emperor. He was the first emperor who wasn't from a rich, important family. It was a big change for Rome. Macrinus was emperor for a short time, but he tried to fix some of Rome's problems. Caracalla had spent a lot of money, so Macrinus tried to save money. He also made peace with the Parthians to stop the war, and he tried to make the legal system better. But not everyone liked Macrinus. Rich families in Rome didn't like him because he wasn't one of them. Also, he was away fighting wars a lot, so people in Rome started talking about him and making up stories. But the biggest problem was Caracalla's aunt, Julia Maesa. She wanted her grandson, Elagabalus, to be emperor. She said Elagabalus was Caracalla's son, even though that wasn't true. Julia Maesa was very clever. She used her money and influence to get the army on her side. They didn't like Macrinus because he was trying to save money and because he wasn't from Rome. In 218 AD, Macrinus and Elagabalus fought a battle. Elagabalus won. Macrinus tried to run away but was caught and killed. His son was killed too. After that, the Roman government tried to erase Macrinus from history. They didn't want anyone to remember him. Even though his time as emperor was short, Macrinus' story is interesting. He shows us how complicated Roman history was. It reminds us that anyone, even someone from a small town, could become emperor. But it also shows us that power is difficult to keep.